morning. Namaste. Welcome everyone to the second Pan-India SSRVM Virtual Alumni Meet 2024. A very warm welcome to our Honorable Chairman, Commodore Harshaji, Board of Trustees, Academic Head, Principals, Teachers, Parents, and my dear students to the second Pan-India SSRVM Virtual Alumni Meet 2024. It's indeed my honor and privilege to be your moderator for this momentous event. We are all gathered here to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our alumni and to draw inspiration from their journey. We have alumni speakers joining us today across the globe, from India, UK, Germany, Australia, and Canada. With the blessing of our founder, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar Ji, SSRVM has flourished into a beacon of holistic education over the past 25 years. Our institutions have consistently provided comprehensive education that nurtures the mind, body, and spirit. We have 117 institutions, including the Sri Sri University, the Sri Sri Ayurveda College and Hospital, the Sri Sri Institute of Nursing, and Sri Sri Institute of Fashion Studies. Our chain of institutions includes 109 schools across 15 states in India, fostering excellence across the country. Our international footprints extending to Nepal and Oman. Over 500,000 alumni have been part of our educational journey, supported by over 10,000 dedicated educators. Univariety, partnering with the SSRVM Trust, powers this event with its comprehensive, collaborative, and responsive alumni management engagement platform. I would now like to welcome our Chairman, Commodore Harshaji, to give his keynote address. A retired nuclear submariner of the Indian Navy, he held roles such as Director of the Naval Technical Group and DGM Planning and IT. Post-retirement, he contributed to corporate and social sectors, notably as a functional domain consultant at Tata Consultancy Services. We invite him to share a few words to mark the commencement of our event. Welcome, Harshaji.
Thank you, Gargiji. A very warm welcome to all of you. Good morning. Respected fellow trustees of SSRVM Trust, directors and principals of SSRVM, SSA and Srishti schools, our dear committee members, alumni of SSA, SSRVM, and my dear students, boys and girls. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to today's event. Today is the second edition of our interaction with the alumni. Last year we did the same thing, but this year we have expanded the scope. All this has been possible because of our partnership with Univariety, who have very tirelessly gone around tracking our alumni across the world and bring them onto our forum to interact with us and our students. This is a day of celebration. This is the day we look up to our alumni and track them as to how well they have performed in the field outside, in the adverse conditions outside. And I have to say with a lot of pride that the pedagogy that SSRVM has inculcated in them, they've been able to take on the world with a lot of confidence and a lot of energy. Like Gurudev says, that this is all because of the practices that we follow. Basically, the meditation, the Sudarshan Kriya, and our various other Kriyas like Medha Yoga, Utkarsh Yoga, and of course, Pragya Yoga. Our pedagogy has held us in good stead, and we are very proud of. We are also proud of our alumni and the existing students because our performances in our exams have been superlative. We have performed beyond our expectations, and we are looking forward to improve our records in future as well. The SSRVM Trust is in a fast expanding mode. We are now entering into new forays like the Fashion Institute, the Nursing College, and the education colleges. We are entering this field with well-judged environment agreements with all of them and making sure that we perform equally well in the higher education sector. The intention is to take the SSRVM brand to the top 5 in the next 6 years. And we have a vision towards that, which has been blessed by Apuji Gurudev and ably supported by all our trustees and the staff around, including all the schools and colleges. Today, we have a very tight schedule of panelists coming in and talking about themselves. I don't want to hold you all any longer, so I'll request the MC to please proceed and bring all these students of ours to the world of possibilities, which the alumni will be showing today. Thank you. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you, Harsha ji, for your inspiring words and for highlighting the achievements and future vision of SSRVM institutions. I am also privileged to mention we have with us our trustee, Jana Desai ji, who has been instrumental in this meet. She has guided us at every step to make this event. Thank you, Jana ji. So let's take a moment. We would like to watch Love Moves the World, which beautifully captures the story and impact of our inspiration, Gurudev. This video showcases his journey and the profound influence he has on millions of lives around the globe. Can we have the video, please?
In an era where the world is torn between aggression and depression, a child was born who at the age of 4 astonished his teachers by reciting the Bhagavad Gita. From a young age, he was found in deep meditation. He would say, "I have family everywhere. People are waiting for me." After completing his education, he began traveling the world, reviving ancient knowledge and imparting spiritual wisdom. And then, in the winter of 1981, in a place called Shimoga, he went into a period of silence, during which the Sudarshan Kriya was revealed to him, the most powerful breathing technique that relieves stress and creates emotional, mental, and physical well-being. His vision for the world is to see a smile on every face and create a stress-free, violence-free society.
We gather today in this wonderful occasion, blessed by our Master of Love.
If you can have the spiritual force of Sri Sri Ravi Shankarji, then we have a beautiful world.
If there's one country in the world that has to be in total gratitude with you, is mine.
The voice of peace, the voice of truth, it should be heard loud and clear.
Yes, this is what the world needs today. Moving on, we are blessed to have a special message from Gurudev himself. His words of wisdom have always been a source of strength and direction to us, and a heartfelt gratitude to receive his blessings. Can we have his message, please?
Blessings to all the alumni of SSRVM school. You're all getting together and you're sharing your success. it's wonderful. I think you should do it every year. And this is a way to get connected. I'm sure you're all practicing your meditation, your yoga, pranayama every day. Today there is such a need for this brilliance in academics combined with personality. So you all uphold the values, and that's why you are being respected and cherished everywhere. I'm sure you will also hear about Sri Sri University. It has done extremely well. It's one among the 6 major universities in India, and it comes within 200 universities in the world, or 40,000 universities. So you have an institution where you can always go, and preference will be given to alumni of SSRVM. So you can study there, you can do correspondence studies. See, studies never stop. In life you should continue to upgrade yourself, both formally and informally. Informally you must through social media and other things, but formally also you need to get more degrees to your CVs, right? So keep doing that, upgrade your knowledge, and also engage in some social activities. This is the time for you to, in some or other way, be part of change in the society. And I also would like many of you to become art of living teachers. We have a global movement, as you all know, with 180 countries. So those of you who qualify to become art of living teachers and yes plus teachers, just do it. Blessings to you all.
Thank you, Gurudev. We are so blessed to have you in our lives. Moving on to our first panel, Habits to Achieve Excellence and Success. I would like to introduce our panelist. Our first panelist, Tushar Sunthalia, an alumnus of Sri Sri Academy, Kolkata, batch 2019. He works as a business analyst at Amazon India. He holds a bachelor's degree in data science from SP Jain School of Global Management, Sydney. Tushar is interested in computer science and applied machine learning and enjoys traveling and meeting new people. Welcome, Tushar. It's wonderful to see you from the classroom to this forum. We have shared such fond memories. Tushar, question for you. What aspects of your life, your role as a business analyst at Amazon India, do you find most challenging and rewarding? And how did SSA Kolkata contribute to your professional growth?
Good morning, ma'am. Thanks for having me here. My role at Amazon of a business analyst is a techno-functional role in nature. And by that, I mean that in addition to developing and maintaining technical solutions, I also have to interact with the business side of the operation in order to understand the expectations and the gaps that my stakeholders have so that we as a business analyst team can solve those problems efficiently. Consequently, I have to use my understanding of the business domain and my technical knowledge to define and implement key metrics of success so that everyone in the organization is able to have visibility into the operations. And we say that very easily over here, but it's actually a very cumbersome process to define those metrics and prepare technical pipelines so that business has visibility over this, because in Amazon we generate petabytes of data regularly, and it's very difficult to convey those data points into metrics that everyone can look at. I definitely enjoy the challenge of being in the intersection of both the sides of operation, the business and the technical, and find it extremely rewarding to see the progress that we have in terms of operational efficiency that we can achieve through the visibility and the impact of the reports that we generate from the business analyst side. Definitely, having been part of the first few batches of SSA, I've seen it firsthand how the school encouraged us to grow beyond our mental and environmental confines. The school had always given me the exposure and platform I needed to grow into a well-rounded person. During school, I was always part of a lot of inter-school competitions, and that enabled me to interact with students from different backgrounds and taught me the importance of accepting different perspectives. Uh, this has definitely helped me in my professional journey as I've become more receptive to uh, different perspectives, and I have been able to go out of my comfort zone whenever I need, and I do not I'm not afraid of it, and that has definitely helped me until now, and I am pretty sure that will help me going forward as well.
Thank you, Tushar. That was really insightful. Now, moving on to our next panelist, we have Ruchira Rangaprasad, an alumni of Shrishti Vidyashram, batch 2020. She's a marketing intern at Grandskill and co-founder of Fiber Health Limited. Raising over rupees 20 lakh in grants, she leads marketing for the Ethnic Minority Employment Network in Northern Ireland and chairs the Institute of Directors at Queen's University, Belfast. Passionate about supporting female entrepreneurs, she has extensive digital marketing experience and recently excited a startup in Bangalore. Ruchira, my question to you, what were the key strategies behind raising over rupees 20 lakh for Fiber Health Limited? And how did Shrishti Vidyashram influence your entrepreneurial approach?
Firstly, what an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's really, I'm very humbled that I was able to be part of this panel. And I think in terms of key strategies, so we started Fiber Health Limited in April 2024. So it's been about 3 to 4 months now. And, raising 20 lakhs in grant money, equity free, was a very, very big deal for us that I'm very proud of. I think some of the key strategies definitely would be that we constantly spent a lot of time on research, planning, and time management. I think having the balance between these three was a key thing for us because we had the research to back what we were doing, and then we were able to plan everything out, and then we were able to time it correctly as well. And I think another really, really big thing throughout my entrepreneurial journey, especially Northern Ireland, was that I constantly surrounded myself with entrepreneurs. It got to a point where I had no social life. It was just networking events. It was just, anything that had the word entrepreneurship on it, I was there. And I think, putting yourself out there like that does go a really, really long way because throughout that, journey, I've developed a lot of great mentors, great support systems, some CEOs, even some CMOs who've really guided me throughout that journey. And I would say that Shrishti definitely had a huge, huge hand in that kind of personality development. I studied in Shrishti all the way from LKG till grade 12, which was 14 years. And, I grew up in like Shrishti my entire life. And I think I was always sort of exposed to different opportunities. I remember an anecdote I can remember is when I was in 6th or 7th grade, I learned how to make slime on YouTube and I was selling it in my school. I think like that entrepreneurial spirit has always been in me since I was a kid. And I remember that even my principal, MS Sarvanan sir, who deserves a huge shout out, when I was in 11th grade, 12th grade, if we had an idea, we would go to him, we would pitch it to him, and he would be like, yeah, let me know what resources you need and go ahead and execute it. We were the first ones to conduct a Model UN conference in the whole of Vellore, which was something we were very proud of. We conducted a lot of debate competitions, which we were very proud of. And we were able to do that because our school gave us that space. We also had a teacher called Dinakaran sir, who would go above and beyond to make sure we had amazing guests. We had lunch, things like that. At that age, we didn't even know how to handle money, and they were giving us events to handle. And I think things like that is what really helps you grow, that I would always be grateful for. Thank you.
Thank you, Ruchira. That was truly inspiring. Now, moving on to our next panelist, Pranitha LP. She's an alumni of SSRVM Bangalore South, batch of 2016. She's a budding Ayurvedic doctor and a keen learner of Carnatic music for the past 18 years. Pranitha, which aspect of Ayurvedic medicine do you find most fascinating and impactful? And how has SSRVM Bangalore South and your dedication to Carnatic music enhance your holistic health understanding?
Jai Gurudev, thank you so much for having me here. With my experience of Ayurveda since the last 4.5 years, I think it's an ocean full of secrets. When we see Ayurveda, it's not just a science of treatment, but it is beyond. It's like a science of life. Various regimens like Dinacharya, Rutacharya, Sadvrita, Swastavrita, they are explained which enable us to maintain the optimum level of health and prevent us from getting any sort of diseases. So when we see the motto of Ayurveda, which says, Swastasya Swasthya Rakshanam Aturasya Vikara Prashamanam, the first and foremost importance is given to maintenance and prevention of diseases. Maintenance of health and prevention of diseases, So health is an important thing. Health not just involves our physical well-being, but also our mental well-being. So when we see the Trivala Chikitsa in Ayurveda, it's told as Daiva Vapashya, Yukti Vapashya, and Sattva Vajaya. So there is an equal importance given for Mani, Mangala, Homa that we all do. And also in Sattva, that is the mind of an individual, we have the ability to bring ourselves to a higher state of mind so that we can pull ourselves out from anything. And that is something which really inspires me in Ayurveda. And when we're diagnosing a patient for a disease, we see that we diagnose based on what we see in nature. There is a saying, there is a Vada called Loka Purusha Samya Siddhanta, where Yavantaha Purushe Tavantaha Loka. That is what is there in the nature is there in our body. So everyone would have heard about Vata, Pitta, Kapha in Ayurveda. So actually direct references are given where it's compared to the sun, wind, and water. So everything that we see in nature, we are just a mini replication of it. So coming to SSRVM, I have been a part of SSRVM Bangalore South 15 years. So when we come to holistic health, it's not just physical, social, spiritual. It involves a lot of dimensions to it. So we were encouraged to practice yoga. We were allowed to participate in Guru Puja, Satsang. We were allowed to participate in sports and many more. And this enabled us not just to be a better individual today, but also competitive professionals for tomorrow. So coming to music, two important pillars of music is Raga and Tala. So when you come to Tala is the discipline that we have to follow. And Raga can mean regiments. So when I compare it to Ayurveda, regiments can be Rutacharya, Dinacharya, etc. So whenever we follow anything, but in a disciplined manner, we can always just get what we want. Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely fascinating, Pranitha. Thank you so much. Now moving on to the last panelist, Rutvi Bhatt, an alumni of SSRVM Surat, batch 2020. Is pursuing a Bachelor of Science at the University of Manitoba, set to graduate next year. She plans to continue with her postgraduate studies in dental assisting, showing a strong commitment to healthcare and academic excellence. Rutvi, what has motivated your pursuit to a bachelor's and postgraduate studies in dental assisting? And how did SSRVM Surat shape your dedication to academic excellence and interest in healthcare?
Hello, everyone. Pleasure to be here. First of all, thank you for such a lovely introduction. I was inspired by one of my seniors from SSRVM Surat to get into the field of science, and I decided to do my bachelor's degree from University of Manitoba. Past this years and upcoming years, I've been introduced to so many different kind of biologies, which I never imagined I could take part in, study, get the knowledge about what it is about, like microbiology, parasitomology, toxicology, like all kind of logies, like studies of stuff, living beings. So I got really fascinated by healthcare. It started growing me, the interest started growing me day by day. So I thought the best would be the dentistry, to give my share to the community, give them back like what I've learned, knowledge to help people. For me, I'm always a people's person. I have too much energy every time. I'm really extroverted person. So I think when there's too much energy, you need channelization. So that's where my school comes in. And over the whole school period, I think my energies were channelized by all the practicing of meditation and pranayam by my school, and also the motivation and support showed by my principal, teachers, and friends around me. And because of them, I am the person right now in front of you. They are the reason I have achieved so much till now. And yeah, I'm so thankful for them. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Ruthvi. I'm sure your juniors will be equally motivated by you. So I want to thank all the distinguished panelists for sharing how SSRVM and SSA has shaped your personal and professional life. Your journey has been truly motivating. Thank you. Now we take a moment to explore the successful initiatives of Gurudev in the field of education through an inspirational video to showcase the various projects and contributions of the Art of Living and SSRVM Trust, and the impact it has had in nurturing our youth and fostering holistic development. Can we have the video, please?
Education is this civilization's greatest leveler. It has the power to empower the weakest of the weak, bring peace to the world, and alleviate poverty. It is often seen as the only lit path in the pursuit of happiness. Gurudev Sri Sri Ravi Shankar, founder of the Art of Living, believes that every child deserves an education, where the goal of education is not just to make a living, but to make a life. The aim is to provide our students with 21st century skills like compassion, creativity, intuition, teamwork, and collaboration to become successful individuals in this ever-evolving world. The various education initiatives by Gurudev are the Free Schools of Art of Living. 1981 saw the inception of the first free Art of Living school. And today, we have thousands of free schools under Ved Vigyan Mahavidyapeeth Trust in the remotest areas across 22 states and more than 2,000 villages of India, providing a bright future for more than tens of thousands of underprivileged children and counting. The Art of Living also runs more than 30 tribal schools in the rural areas of our country under Vyakti Vikas Kendra, India. SSRVM has set up more than 100 educational institutes with more than tens of thousands of students, thousands of educators, and thus far 500,000 graduates. It also has an international presence in Oman and Nepal. Long before the inception of the National Education Policy 2020, SSRVM schools stood at the forefront of educational innovation. Our commitment to progressive and holistic education was not just ahead of the curve, it was shaping the curve itself. About 25% of our students in India go to reputed institutions for higher education. That is 40%, much higher than the national average. Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir also has the Sri Sri College of Ayurvedic Science and Research Hospital, which has garnered notable achievements showcasing its excellence and success in the field. To further empower our students with unique capabilities, the Art of Living offers 3 programs specially developed for all age groups by Gurudev. Utkarsh Yoga is meticulously designed exclusively for kids. The breathing techniques taught in the program give children those essential tools to overcome emotions such as fear, shyness, nervousness, anxiety, frustration, and jealousy easily. Medha Yoga focuses on empowering teams with tools that help them take the right decisions, focus better, be more responsible about oneself, kindle a sense of belonging, and channelize their energy in the right direction. Intuition programs enables the kids to perceive beyond the 5 senses and delve into the 6th sense. Intuition is the right thought and the right action at the right time. These programs help in shaping the personality of the individual from their very core. Gurudev's vision is to develop not just the intelligence quotient, but also the emotional and spiritual quotient of our children, allowing students to lead a wholesome and fulfilling life.
From kindergarten up to the university to PhD level, we have provided a platform for children to blossom and be great citizens of our beautiful planet.
The initiatives of Gurudev in education continue to make a profound impact on our youth. Thank you for watching the. Now we move on to panel 2, Roots and Vision Strengthened by the School in Personal and Professional Life. And in this panel, we have Akanksha Vachani, an alumni of SSRVM Mulund, batch of 2017. She is a dedicated social media manager known for crafting engaging content and compelling narratives. She excels in enhancing brand presence and fostering connections through strategic execution. Akanksha thrives in the dynamic digital landscape. So Akanksha, what social media content creation strategies did you find most effective in the dynamic? Akanksha, my question to you, what social media content creation strategies do you find most effective? And how did SSRVM Mulund influence your creativity?
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. So answering your question, the strategy is to be aware of what's happening around you, aware of what's trending, be it a song, a movie, a meme, a product, a restaurant. You need to be aware at all times because ideas come to you anytime and anywhere. The second thing is you need to be relevant and authentic as much as possible to connect with your target audience. And the third thing is research. You need to do your research well, your market research, the industry you're working with. You need to know good brands that are doing great on social media, on the digital marketing performance. And you need to take inspiration from bigger brands to do well for your clients. Talking about SSRVM was never only about studies. We had so much more, so much co-curricular activities, talent competitions, annual day, doing so many events and going on trips. Everything has built that creativity. The creativity has always been there. So I remember this one time we had a poetry writing competition and my poem with few other poems was printed and put on the entrance of a school. So these little things build up that confidence that, okay, we can do so much more. I was in SSRVM from my pre-primary to my 10th standard. And one thing was for sure that all my teachers were always supportive, they appreciated me whenever I achieved something. They helped me throughout my journey. And I think that that's what a child needs to build their confidence to do anything they want to in life. And I think I am a person that I am today is because of my school. I have learned to be grounded, to be kind, to be able to do teamwork, collaborate. And I think I am so grateful to all my teachers and my school. Thank you so much.
Wow, Akanksha, that was truly amazing. Now we move on to our next panelist, Rutuj Deodhar, an alumnus of SSRVM Bhugaon, batch of 2018, and a distinguished UNSW graduate in commerce and economics. He has shown a strong background in management and strategy consulting. He has worked at prestigious firms like Deloitte and GCG in Sydney with a strategic mindset and commitment to excellence. Rutuj continues to make impactful contribution in his field. So Rutuj, my question to you, which strategic consulting project at Deloitte and GCG did you find most impactful? And how did SSRVM Bhugaon contribute to your problem-solving approach?
All right. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me on the panel today. It's great to be here. So to answer your question, I think one of the most sort of mind-changing projects for me personally was a project that I did at Deloitte, which was about implementing generative AI solutions in FSI consulting in Deloitte. So it was right at the cutting edge of management consulting and strategy consulting, and there was no sort of precedent to fall back on to sort of refer to as you sort of did research and implementation work for that particular project. So it was a really innovative project that I had worked on. And as far as sort of social impact goes, I think I've worked on a social return on investment modeling framework for a not-for-profit organization in Sydney, which is also a part of my consulting work that I did for GCG. Which is, again, an amazing initiative by GCG to sort of help not-for-profits in boosting their positive impact in society. And as far as the contributions of SSRVM Bhugaon go in my journey, I think it's some background on this. SSRVM was the only school that I was ever a part of, right from pre-primary to up until 10th grade. So I sort of grew up in the school, so to say. And that really shaped my personality and my sort of talents and honed my talents in a very unique way, which I thought is really essential for any sort of budding professional to have a dynamic personality, which is increasingly something that employers look for in fresh hires. So something that our teachers used to always stress on was developing a knack for problem solving, which is at the time I didn't realize the importance of this, but as I've developed my professional sort of career and gone through university, it's a skill that is so critical if you want to sort of succeed, especially in a field like strategy consulting, where it's extremely competitive and you need that edge to sort of stand above all of your competitors. So yeah, thank you for that question and thanks for having me here.
That was really insightful, Rutuj. I'm sure your juniors will be highly motivated. Now we move on to Ananya Mahale, an alumni of SSRVM Borivali East of batch 2018. She has a diverse professional background. She is currently serving as an intern at Sanjay Gandhi National Park in Mumbai. Prior to this, she honed her skills as a content writer, executive, and research analyst at Vitality Living College until May 2024. Ananya's journey reflects a blend of dedication, skill development, and a passion for contributing to impactful projects. Ananya, how did your internship at Sanjay Gandhi National Park influence your career aspiration? And how did SSRVM Borivali East prepare you for your current endeavor?
Hello, good morning, and everyone. Gurudev. I think it is a pleasure to reconnect with the SSRVM community. And before I start, like ma'am introduced me, after graduating in psychology and anthropology from St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, I worked as a research analyst and a content executive, which honed my analytical skills and gave me insights into practical psychology. So, I also worked as a part-time tutor for autistic students. So, I have found immense satisfaction in making a tangible difference in their lives, which I think is the core value that SSRVM inculcates in all of us, which is basically making your fair share of change in the society. So somewhere in this safe space, most of us have been, uh, I have been associated with SSRVM for more than 13 years. So I was in SSRVM right from my uh, pre-primary up to my 10th grade. Uh, so if SSRVM has taught me something, it is to never give up on opportunities and dreams, even the smallest ones. So it is beautiful how the goal-oriented atmosphere at my school has kept me constantly on my toes. And it has also been a reason why I have been chasing my dream of becoming an animal behaviorist at a globally renowned university for the past 7 years. This relentless pursuit of my dreams is a testament to, I think, the enduring influence that my school has had with the supportive and the encouraging environment that SSRVM has given me. A small story that I would like to share here is that when I was in senior KG, which is basically pre-primary, SSRVM Borivali was a very it was a small complex in a cozy building, and I remember like while we were playing outdoor games, we suddenly had a stray and scared puppy come into the main gate. And no questions asked, that puppy was just welcomed by all the kids of my age. We were around 5, 6 years old. And we all started playing with it. And the teachers and staff immediately decided that we were to adopt that puppy, not as a pet, but as a rescue. So the puppy was provided with milk and food. And the puppy stayed in in and around the school vicinity for as long as it grew up and it was ready for ready to go back outside and it felt safe. So I think as a child, this was one of the most important points in my life where I realized that I really, really love working with animals and I really, really loved animals. So this was something that SSRVM kind of sparked the curiosity to understand animal behavior and to understand animals. So my childhood dream to work with animals led me to work at Sanjay Gandhi National Park, where I immersed myself in the rich biodiversity and dynamic ecosystem. I think connecting with nature amidst the bustling sounds of Mumbai solidified that spark of passion that I have had for so many years to, work with animals and understand animal behavior and welfare. So it has now inspired me to pursue a master's in applied animal behavior and welfare at the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. And the best part I would like to also tell is that my school and the national park are literally 5 minutes walking distance apart. So this was a perk for me because the school carried out extensive amount of plantation drives, seed bombing drives, and environmentally enriching field experiences for us around the vicinity of national park because it was so accessible and it was so good to have the school take me to an nature oriented place so that passion that I have had for working with animals only grew stronger with my connection with SSRVM. So the values of Gurudev, like Vasudhaiva, what I want to do and what I wish to do in my career, where I have primarily studied human behavior and now I would also like to study animal behavior. Because I think at the end of the day, they're all just organisms that exist on the earth. And it is really, I don't think differentiating and putting that line between humans and animals is a balanced coexistence on this planet. I think my school's goal-oriented atmosphere motivated me to chase this dream relentlessly, where my teachers and the principal, the vice principal, everyone have played me make this journey more exciting and guide me and helping me to, you know, uh, uh, support me with this dream. So I would like to level, I think the emphasis on values like empathy, responsibility, and environmental steward. Very, very grateful for to my school because these school years laid a foundation for my current and future endeavors. It enabled me to pursue my passion in animal behavior with a lot of confidence and dedication. So I think the influence of SSRVM Borivali East and SSRVM as a community on my life continues to guide and inspire me as I embark on this exciting journey. And I hope that I stay connected and enrich myself more throughout. Thank you.
Absolutely fascinating, Ananya, your journey has been. And you so well resonate with the philosophy and the vision of our SSRVM. So moving on to the final panelist of this panel, Tanvi Rajasa Edula, an alumni of SSA Hyderabad batch 2020. She's a final year economics student at the University of Manchester, UK. She serves on several student committees, including the Economic Society and the UOM Telugu Society, which she founded. Tanvi is also a national level boxer and a trained Kuchipudi dancer and teacher. Tanvi, can you share your journey being involved in academics amongst the top universities and still pursuing your passion? And how did SSA Hyderabad contribute to your pursuing the same?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, ma'am, for that question and the great introduction. So before joining university, I was always interested in economics, specifically behavioral economics. So before going in, I equipped myself with the knowledge about the course and the university teaching style. So year one and year two was not too much of a challenge. In terms of my passions, I've always had this entrepreneurial mindset and spirit. So when I first joined university, I noticed that there were many language and culture societies, but nothing for Telangana and AP, Hyderabad, where I'm from. So being far from home and wanting to find people who spoke my native language, I founded the Manchester Telugu Society. So I think starting a society was easy, but building it in a university where you have 100 plus student societies is quite a challenge. And I must shout out SA for this because there might not be a direct link, but then that's where I learned about leadership and the skills needed to be a good leader. And that really helped me build my society. So as for the Economic Society, which I was also part of, it's the largest academic society. And I used to work as the PR officer and now got promoted to head of sponsorships. So very early on, I think I noticed the importance of soft skills. And to be honest, the thing that I guess always gave me a kickstart was not that I excelled in any particular thing. I didn't, but it was the fact that I could talk my way through anything. So I remember even at school, our principal at the time, Mr. Dikshit sir, he used to randomly show up to either class or like Friday Kriya and ask us to speak about a random topic or tell a story. It was usually for the students sitting at the back bickering, but that really helped me, build my communication and leadership skills. So in fact, if you ask any student in essay right now, my batch particularly, to, speak, they might blabber, but they will blabber. So that's a confidence that we were, taught to have. So apart from academics, my other passions were boxing and dance. So I think boxing was the most unexpected thing that's happened to me. And every person who I've ever met knows the story because I'm always excited to share this. So at the time, I guess I was in grade 7 or 8. And our basketball coach at the time, Mr. Yadgiri sir, so he introduced boxing to the curriculum. So he said, whether you're a girl or a boy, you can do it. And so I know it's primarily a male dominated sport, but at school we never had the concept of gender inequality. In fact, I didn't even know what it meant till I came out of school. So if you had the hands and legs, you wanted to play a sport, you could play the sport. So I started training. Within 8 months, won my first state gold. And in fact, like when I went to my state championship, a retired national coach, he recognized my boxing style and said, "You have an amazing coach." So that's what the quality and level of our teaching team was. And in fact, they knew damn well how to spot talent and how to nurture it. So I think overall during school, we did so many extracurricular activities, including academics, that managing passion and academics is not a new thing. So we were taught time management, we were taught leadership. And in terms of extracurriculars, we were taught, I was doing multiple sports, like I was doing track races, I was doing shot put, boxing, basketball. We were doing Bhagavad Gita national competitions. We can chant Bhagavad Gita like all the chapters, dance, music, everything. But then also we're not allowed to fail or do even less than an A in class. So that's, I guess, the holistic approach towards teaching that really helped us, manage life in general. And we knew the values that made us better. So I guess that's what SSA gave me, and I'm really thankful to SSA and Gurudev's values as well, because that taught me a lot, and that's why I am like this, I guess, or any person in SA is at that level because of school. So that's all I have for you guys, and thank you so much. It's an honor being here today.
Amazing, Tanvi. Your communication and your dynamism is so very evident. So I would like to thank all the panelists, and it's an absolute delight to hear from each one of you and to see that how SSRVM has shaped you up to what you are today. We are indeed so grateful to Gurudev's vision. Thank you, panelists.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now, memory lane. Let's take a moment back and look and relive some cherished memories. Enjoy the special videos showcasing photos of our alumni speakers and unforgettable memories from their school days. Thank you, alumni, for sharing your memories with us. It was wonderful to take a dip down memory lane together. Now we move on to the last panel, the importance of art of living in your life, exam stress, college stress to cracking job interviews. And in our final panelist, we start with Shruti Parthasarthi, an alumni of SSRVM Bangalore East, batch 2015. A writer, photographer, filmmaker, and a low-waste practitioner from Bangalore, she crafts powerful narratives on real stories, presenting the LGBTQ community, women, children, and the elderly. Passionate about documentaries and sustainable filmmaking, she founded Rerooted for personalized seed paper products. Currently, she is directing a documentary on her father and brother, exploring masculinity in modern India. commissioned by the Public Service Broadcasting Trust. So before we ask a question to Shruti, who has been so passionately involved in filmmaking, we would like to enjoy her work. Can we have the video, please? What a lovely display of work, Shruti. Shruti, could you share a significant documentary or project you've worked on and how SSRVM Bangalore East influenced your storytelling and commitment to diverse voices?
Thank you for the question, ma'am. Jai Gurudev and good afternoon. Firstly, thank you for a platform to showcase one of my works. Responding to your question, I think who I am as a person and as a professional has to be credited to SSRVM Bangalore East. I've echoed with everything that all the panelists so far have been saying. As for the work that I've been doing, one of the documentaries or all of the documentaries and work that I do heavily relies on a lot of social responsibility and providing empathy and compassion to all human beings, which is, I think, a core value that I learned and developed in SSRVM Bangalore East. And I'm immensely grateful for that. And I think that reflects in all the work that I do. Whether it's sustainability, whether it's providing a voice for people from different, of diverse voices, from different margins, and so on and so forth. As for the influence of SSRVM Bangalore East on me as a professional, I think the reason I am a filmmaker, photographer, communicator, storyteller is only because of SSRVM Bangalore East. In fact, a quick flashback is that when I was in 9th grade, one of the photographs that I had taken as a summer assignment, just something that you do, in the passing, was saved by my school principal, Reshma Ganesh ma'am, and was shown to one mentor who had come to judge a photography competition 4 years down the line. And it was passed on to this judge who happened to see the photograph and said that this young lady has an eye for photography, which is how, my passion was kind of recognized in that sense. And I think I'm really grateful for that. And it was also communicated to my parents. Having said that, I think all of my core values, whether it is empathy, kindness, compassion, equality of all beings, was all instilled in SSRVM. And these are all qualities that I still hold very deeply. I was in the school from UKG to 12th grade. So I literally grew up with the school as the school grew up. And all the school always saw us, heard us, and made sure that we were valued. And I think because of that, we always grew with a sense of belief and a sense of self. There was always space for communication. There was always space for leadership. We were entrusted and also thrust with a lot of responsibilities, and that allowed us to grow. And we were never taught that anything is small or big work. Work was work, and you were supposed to do it irrespective of the size of the work or the quality of the work. And I think that as a filmmaker is something that I hold very personally, because every aspect of the job is work, whether it's small or big. And I think the other thing I'd like to highlight is that we were taught to respect and give space to all people. And I think that's something that has helped me as a filmmaker to see other people, to reflect on that, and also as a result create narratives and stories that reflect that. I'd just like to end by saying that the saying that broaden the vision, deepen the roots is something that was highly or very strongly instilled in all of us, and it's something that I take very personally. I think I'm very rooted in reality. I'm very grounded, and I'm very sure of what my core values, who are the core people in my life. But I also have high aims. I also have things that I really want to achieve, and I think that is something that our school always allowed, by allowing us to explore all kinds of extracurricular activities beyond the academics, and recognizing that and giving us that space. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who was a part of SSRVM Bangalore East, the school, the staff, my peers, my friends, and I wish all of them a best of luck for their futures. And thank you so much.
Wow, Shruti, that was really amazing. And you so well resonated with the motto of SSRVM, broaden your vision and deepen your roots. Now we move on to Shalini Sarode, an alumni of SSRVM Bangalore North, batch 2013. She's a master's student at RPTU Kesselduton and a research assistant at DFKI. Her AI research inspired by neuroscience was recognized at ICDAR in Athens, Greece. She previously worked at Collins Aerospace and led the Introduce a Girl to STEM initiative. Shalini also volunteered with Make a Difference, helping 10th grade achievers first class results. Shalini, could you elaborate on your current AI research bridging cognitive science and artificial intelligence, and also speak about how SSRVM Bangalore nurture your vision?
Thank you so much for this platform and putting together this event. It's always heartwarming to go back to school and talk to people, and especially the alumni over here. I think everyone's doing an amazing job, and I don't think it's a coincidence. It's all because of our teachers and the values we've learned in school. So coming to my research, I think it's very interesting on how we as humans learn in general. Right from birth to adulthood, we are always learning continuously, and it's not on our own. We always have support from others. They say, there's a saying that knowledge is enhanced when it's shared, right? So whether it's our teachers, our classmates, or our colleagues right now, we're always teaching and learning simultaneously. And it's not a very easy process. It's something we have to learn. There are so many strategies which we employ. And I think all of this is very complex and very fascinating for me. So my motivation for my thesis was to take these strategies and employ it in deep learning settings and learn how it works. So that is the state of it right now. But in the long term, we could even, like test out hypotheses and science-backed theories in the deep learning settings, and then it would benefit the education sector. So that's what we are doing right now. And I don't think it was stemmed anytime soon. It was way back in school where we were always pushed to think creatively, and we always had to ask the questions why when we were taught something. And that was one thing. And the second one was, even if you fall, we always had that nest and support system to fall back on. And I'm really thankful for a huge shout out to all my teachers in SSRVM North, and to all my classmates and juniors and seniors. Thank you. And again, thank you so much. It's been an honor to talk.
Thank you, Shalini. It was absolutely amazing and insightful. Moving on to Ravindra Narendra Tanware, an alumnus of SSRVM Dharavi, batch 2015. He holds a degree in mechanical engineering and is a senior trainer in robotics at STEM Arts Lab. Passionate about teaching robotics to kids, he regularly volunteers at SSRVM and follows his spiritual path under the guidance of Pujya Gurudev. Ravindra, what inspires your teaching in robotics technology, and how did the spiritual path of Gurudev's guidance help you in your professional life?
So, first of all, I am glad to be here today, and it is a profound honor for me to address you all. I proudly represent the Dharavi SSRVM, and I have passed in the year 2015. So, professionally, I am working as a senior robotics associate in one of the STEM companies based in Dubai. And my profession is to teach students about latest robotics technologies and automation. Apart from this, I also prepare them for the various robotics competitions such as FTC, that is First Tech Challenge, and WRO, World Robotic Olympiad. So actually, there are a lot of challenges are there, but the teachings and the learnings which I have got from my master Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar ji is always helping me throughout my journey, whether the circumstances are favorable or unfavorable, but they actually help me. The Sudarshan Kriya, the meditation, pranayam, it is nothing but a cornerstone in any situation. So I'm really feel blessed to be associated with the SSRVM group, and really blessed to have a master like Gurudev Ravi Shankar ji, which does not only teaches the spirituality, but also gives us the tools which we can use it on the daily basis. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Ravindra. I'm sure all your juniors who heard you today will be highly motivated by your journey. Our final panelist today is Manish Nitin Bhosle, an alumni of SSRVM Dharashiv, Osmanabad, from the batch of 2016. He serves as an assistant teacher at Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir, Dharashiv. He co-runs a successful organic produce startup alongside his teaching career. Manish's dedication to education and entrepreneurship reflects the holistic value imparted by SSRVM. So Manish, how did Gurudev's blessings influence your life? And how did SSRVM Dharashiv inspire your dedication to education and sustainable agriculture?
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, talking about Gurudev's blessing and keeping that in the words is very hard. Expressing all gratitude towards Gurudev's blessing in the words is very hard. So talking about my life, if we go back, I born and brought up in a small town, very undeveloped area. So during our childhood, we used to have very less resources. But in 2002, Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir Dharashiv started. And I took admission there. From UKG to 12th, I studied in Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir itself. And the lack of resources was not become a problem because I was a student of Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir. So during my education time, I was having very good academic history. And after completing my 12th from SSRVM, I took admission into Vellore Institute of Technology, VIT Vellore. During my graduation period, I got opportunity to get into archaeology as a researcher. And also I got an opportunity to become a founder member of a student union, which were working in the field of heritage, restoration, and conservation. So the level of the confidence, the level of knowledge we were having at that time, and the level of maturity we had is just because of SSRVM. And when we think about my life, from a small town person to the getting offers from international organization, sorry, I forgot to mention, after looking at my all work in the field of archaeology, National Research Council of Italy offered me and post of junior researcher in Italy. So as a small town person or small town guy to getting offer from an international organization, all the credits goes to Gurudev's blessings only. I don't even think that I would be able to achieve all these things without his blessings. So today he made me able to ignite the minds of thousands of children over here. Talking about my passion, my career as a teacher. So when I was child, I never thought that I will be a teacher one day. Never my parents thought that he will be a teacher in one day. So as I mentioned, after completion of my graduation from one of the top universities, that is Vellore Institute of Technology, I got many offers from different organizations. Like I was having option in archaeology as I got offer from National Research Council of Italy, and I was having offers from various MNCs which were very, very good. So I was in huge dilemma, which option should I opt for? At the on very fine day, I was thinking which career option shall I opt for? That time I remembered one memory strike in my mind. When I was in school, we used to take part in various community service programs, and the level of satisfaction that we used to had at that time after completion of this community service program, that was unbeatable, that is unmatchable. So that memory and that satisfaction become a driving force for opting me a career of a teacher instead of getting into a materialistic life of highly paying job and everything else. So today, because of SSRVM Dharashiv's guidance and Gurudev's blessing, today I am able to become a teacher, and today I am like I would say I am paving a path of success to the million of children. That is a huge honor for me, and also I am paving a path for the development of this nation. This all happened just because of SSRVM and just because of Gurudev's blessing. So I am very thankful for Gurudev to come into my life, and I'm also very thankful for my parents and my school, Sri Sri Ravi Shankar Vidya Mandir Dharashi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manish. It's absolutely true. Each one of us are so blessed to have the guidance of Gurudev in our lives. And of course, the SSRVMs, the vision and the mission of Gurudev, the way we follow. I would like to thank each and every panelist and for their valuable insight. And I would also like to extend all my best wishes for all your future endeavors. Thank you. Now I would like to invite everyone to join us for a short meditation session. I would request everyone to close their eyes and take a few deep breaths. Let us connect with our inner selves and find a moment of peace.
Let us sit comfortably, easily. First, let us shake our hands. Shake our hands, and then let's keep our hands on our lap, or however you feel comfortable. And let's close our eyes. Let's keep our spine erect and body relaxed. We came into this planet weighing just 4 kilos or 5 kilos. Recollect or remember the weight of your body. It is 60 kilos, 70 kilos, whatever that is. Place your weight on the chair or on the floor you are sitting right at this point. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold the breath and let go. Honor your own body. Your body is the precious gift to you from nature. Become aware of your whole body, skins, tissues, muscles, blood vessels, bones, and all the internal organs. Your body is a precious gift to you. Now let us come to the second dimension, your breath. It is our breath that is keeping our body alive. Your body is alive because of your breath. Take a deep breath in and let go. Incoming breath energizes the body and outgoing breath brings relaxation. This is happening all the time. Let us honor our own breath. Become aware of the air all around you. Like fish in the water, we are in air. Relax more and more. Let's take our attention to the top of the head and become aware of the empty space above our head. Become aware of the space in the entire room that you are sitting. Embrace all the thoughts, pleasant or unpleasant, good or bad. Become aware of a point right in the center of your heart, center of your chest. And take a deep breath in and breathe out and relax even more. As the body relaxes, the mind expands. And as the mind expands, your body finds deep relaxation. This moment is nothing to do and nothing to know either. Just let go and relax. Repose in yourself. You are a fountain of love. You are an ocean of peace. Repose in yourself. Take a deep breath in with a smile and breathe out with a smile. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. As you breathe out, you may open your eyes.
Thank you for participating in the meditation session. I would now like to take the privilege of inviting our trustee Jena Desai ji to share her views. Jena ji.
Yes, a very good morning to all of you. And it has actually been a wonderful, stupendous, and a very inspiring morning for me personally, and I think for all of us watching this. So we are so proud of each and every one of you alumni and your journeys. And we hope that you can contribute to SSRVM in a larger way as we go forward. And I'll just remind you of what Gurudev said, that each and every one of you should become an art of living teacher. So I'll leave it at that, and thank you very much for a wonderful morning.
I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has joined us today for the second Pan-India SSRVM Virtual Alumni Meet 2024. Your presence has made this event truly memorable. A special thanks to Commodore Harsha ji for joining us and motivating us. Jana Desai ji for always being the guiding light. The Board of Trustees, academic head, principals, teachers, and everyone who joined us today. To all our esteemed panelists, thank you for sharing your inspiring stories and insights. Your experience have really been enlightening. We are grateful to have Gurudev for his continued guidance and support, and Univariety for partnering with us. I would also like to thank the backend for all the technical support and contribution. Thank you to each and everyone for making this event a great success. Let's continue to uphold the values of SSRVM and work towards a brighter future together. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.